thought it was April. They moved it back.
They changed it. They did. They
Yeah,
did.
sorry. I know you probably travel a lot, so you're right
There's
there.
there's a lot of mask mandates. One of the ones that isn't the worst though is the mask on a plane. Like sometimes it's not the worst thing in the world.
I sat next to a child that was hacking up a storm, and I was like,
Yeah.
feel good about my mask right now.
Yeah, we're ready. We're ready to get rid of those things for sure.
Yeah.
So Adam has a song out right now. It's called "Drinking It Wrong," and I don't believe anyone's told me that I'm drinking something wrong. But I did want to ask you about something because I feel like I don't know what year this started happening. But there was a time where we used to just cheers and we would go straight to drinking. But now when we cheers, we have to hit the table. Are you a cheers and straight down the gullet, or do you gotta hit the table first?
I'm personally a cheers and straight to the point.
I like
kind of guy.
I like it.
But I will say you're right. At some point a few years ago, it started happening, and you do that. You cheers and you go, and then you realize the other person's going down to the table. So you're like, oh crap! I gotta hit the table before I drink it, and it's all off timing, and it's just easier to cheers than drink, right? That's the original way of doing things is normally my favorite way, the old school way.
Right. Can you tell us a little bit of the backstory behind that song as well? We do like to ask
3 questions.
3 questions, right? And it's
where were you? What were you thinking? And what were you drinking when the song came about?
All right. Where was I? I was in the middle of a pandemic.
Okay.
At my house, staring at a computer screen, writing a song via Zoom. And this song that's kind of where this song came from. I've been kind of notoriously the love song guy up until this point in my career. A lot of my stuff is love centric, and I love writing about love, so it's not a bad thing, but I did want to do something a little different, and it was right probably 3 or 4 months into this COVID thing. And I remember we had been trying as artists and writers to kind of channel that sadness and the world and everything going on into the rights, and eventually you just kind of have enough sad, right? And everywhere I looked, there was just bad news on the TV, on the cell phone, Twitter, Instagram, whatever it was. And I remember that day I wrote this song. I had that idea of drinking it wrong, and I kind of say that to people. It could be anything, like you're singing it wrong, you're holding it wrong, anything. I always like to do that to people and mess around, but I had that idea. And so the whole point was I want to write a song that whenever the smoke clears and we're able to get back on stage and these crowds are able to be back in front of us singing along, I want to have a song that makes people absolutely forget about this year or 2 years. We didn't know how long it was going to last at that point, but that we've had. And to forget your worries and put a drink in the air and have some fun in the country music show. And so that's kind of where the idea and the energy for this song came from. And it's worked out exactly like I wanted it to. That's kind of what people do when they hear this song, and we've got a great reaction live. And third question, I was drinking in Miller High Life when I wrote this song.
Wow.
That's old school.
Which is drinking it right. I told you I'm old school. Right?
Hey, champagne and beers right there. Good man.
I know you're probably going to play that song for us, but I do want to talk about one thing that we found out about you, and that is you are a master ping pong player. How have you been practicing? Like, we want to know all the tips and tricks. Because, can you explain, Rob?
Well, we go to a thing called CRS in Nashville, Country Radio Seminar. All of us radio folks and artists and record people, they all go down there, and there's a ping pong tournament, which normally our boss, Tim Roberts, is the best ping pong player on the planet.
Yeah, he is.
But I understand that you beat Tim in the tournament. Is that right?
The short answer is yes, I did. He was actually my first match of the tournament, which that match really should have been, I don't know, a semifinal or a final, I would say. It was definitely my hardest match. And we went to 3 sets. It was a nail biter. There was a moment or two in the match where I thought I was going to lose to Tim, and then somehow pulled it out. But
fun fact: Dave Haywood from Lady A is the one who won the entire.
And you played against him.
Yeah, you could call it playing. I really didn't have my best showing. If I'd have played the same against him as I did Tim, I think I would have beat him.
Did you think that you could take Dave Haywood? You're like,
of course I did.
Take him.
Of course I did.
And then you feel like you maybe slacked, you like went back, or what happened in that match?
My one weakness in ping pong is some people do these crazy spin shots. Ooh. And so when you put spin on a ping pong ball and you think you're going to hit it straight, it'll shoot off right or left, and Dave does the spin thing. And so it does make you very tentative, and you can't really play your own game, and that's what got me. We also went to 3 sets, but yeah, Dave got me, and I haven't really slept a night since. I haven't gotten over the loss.
Well, I don't know if you're going to have time to practice a whole lot, because tonight is night 1 of the tour.
Yeah.
You pumped about tonight?
So pumped. We've been waiting on this for a while. We've had, like I was just telling you, plenty of downtime at the house, so we were ready to be back out. We're doing I think about 26 shows in the next 42 days. So we're going to be really busy, and we're really excited about it.
All right. Well, let's go. We're going to get a little bit of a preview right now, right here at MusicTown. It's Adam Doleac.
Woo!